What's up? Welcome into your Daily Buckeye Blitz for a Friday. It's a finally Friday, just a couple more to go. Doesn't high school ball start? Is it this week or next week? I think it's next week. Ohio high school football starts. But anyways, hey, just a couple Saturdays until we actually have some football. Buckeye football, anyways. I don't know if I can count that week zero crap. That stuff is garbage. Yeah, not much else to say about that. Hey, please make sure you're subscribed. And, you can always, I appreciate your comments. Your comments actually do a lot of good. Your comments and your likes, free of charge, does not cost you a cent, but it helps other Buckeye fans find this show, which is important, right? Because we're trying to get to 3,500 subscribers by week one. We've got a couple weeks to work with here. So share it, like, subscribe, leave a comment, any comment you like. You can leave me the middle finger. I don't care. It helps. Somehow a middle finger helps the show grow, believe it or not. Anyways, that's ultimately what we're trying to do here. So we're talking Buckeye football. I'm 100% focused on the Buckeyes now. No more previews of other teams or anything like that. We got all of that out of our system. I would recommend you go back and check those out. I did the offense and defense for Penn State, Oregon, and the Cheaters. So they're split up into offensive and defensive segments. So check those out if you want to get a feel for the top three teams on our schedule this year. So today, though, I am giving you my Buckeye Freaks List. I know Bruce Feldman over at The Athletic. Is that thing still around? Can't believe that's still around. It's the worst site ever anyway. I like Bruce Feldman. He does his Freaks List every year of the national freaks. But I'm like, there's some freaky Buckeyes that he doesn't even bring up in his list of 100 or whatever it is. There's some dudes we need to talk about. Now, he does have Sonny Styles in there, I know. So we're going to get into him and obviously Jeremiah, but there's a couple other guys that I think deserve some mentioning here. So let's get into it. This is Joe's Buckeye Freaks List, official Buckeyes Freak List. Let's do it. All right, so first off, we're talking Sonny Styles. Now, the linebacker now, not safety. Linebacker Sonny Styles. Linebacker coach James Laurinaitis said this spring, quote, "He's a freak. And the best part of his football intelligence, and his maturity is really incredible." Right there, the coach said it. James Laurinaitis calls you a freak. You're a freak in my book, man. He came in 2022 as a 6'4", 215-pound recruit. Played basketball in high school, had offers from some mid-majors across the country. He posted some crazy camp numbers that were better than the top defensive backs and wide receivers. He is currently 6'4.5" and 240 pounds. Hello. He's up 12 pounds from last season. So making that move from safety to linebacker, where everybody assumed he would evolve and grow into. So he turns 20 years old in late November. So through the season, he's still going to be only 20 years old in his third year. Now, he started 12 games last year for the Buckeyes, racked up 53 tackles, 4.5 TFLs, a couple sacks, again, as a safety. Now he's moving closer to the line of scrimmage, where those numbers should all skyrocket. Styles had some awesome measurables this offseason. He broad jumped 10 foot 11 inches. He vertical jumped 39 inches and squatted 600 pounds. Hello, Jesus. This dude's insane. His scouting report coming out of high school kind of read like this. He was smooth in his transitions, plays in space, covers man-to-man, good ball skills and hands. Obviously, he played basketball. Hello. He has the athletic skills to play safety, and he can move around and play different roles, as he's doing now. And the possibilities are endless for him because he has a rare skill set and measurables. Again, 6'4", 240. He's going to be flying around that field, man. It's going to be nuts. All right, next up is Mr. South Florida, Mr. All Everything, the wide receiver, Jeremiah Smith. He is my next freak. The coaches say he has great hands, great catch radius, does freaky things on a regular basis. Emeka Egbuka said, freak athlete. There's nothing he can't do. He runs fast. He jumps high. He's strong. He's a natural pass catcher. I mean, yeah, he's a freak. Emeka says he's a freak. He's a freak in my book. Devin Brown, same thing. Devin Brown said he's a freak. He's going to be next level. I mean, that guy handles things the right way, does everything in the weight room. I was throwing with him yesterday, and every time I throw to him, I'm like, geez, this kid's a stud. He's going to be a freak. Devin Brown also confirms. Will Howard, he's a dude. Man, he's a specimen. I mean, that dude is a freak show when it comes to physical. I'm excited to see him out there on the field in live action. Ryan Day jumped in as well. Ryan Day said, you've seen the talent. The talent is there. He and Hartline will continue to build on that and grow on that. He's had a great approach so far. We are certainly expecting big things from him. So didn't really say freak, but, Ryan Day's not going to call anybody a freak. So, of course, we know he was the highest recruited wideout in Ohio State history. In 8 months, he's already impressed the coaches, and he looks like a week one starter. I mean, who's going to say he isn't, right? He looks like an NFL wide receiver at 6'3.5", 218 pounds right now. He benches 355. He squatted 530, broad jumped 10'10", vertical 36. Is that any good? And just for good measure, he runs at 23.39 miles per hour. That's some of the fastest in the NFL. So everything about this guy is elite, freaky. He's got great work ethic on top of that. And he's quiet, keeps his head down. He's a grinder. I don't know. Somebody help me find something bad about this guy. Does he not trim his toenails? I don't know. Anyway, next up, Tyleik Williams, the D tackle. He's on my freaks list. Consistently, he requires double teams. Dane Brugler, the NFL scout, said, quote, he makes plays at the line of scrimmage and has a knack for finding passing lanes. He has an impact that goes far beyond the box score. JT Tuamoloau said, I think at his size, he shouldn't be moving like that. But he makes it easier for everybody else on that defensive line, seeing how he moves and how physical he is. It's scary. When he gets off that rock, it's like a bullet. So JT almost said, call him a freak there, but we know Tyleik. He went through injuries early on, took him some time to turn into the player he is now. He's more mature, more focused, came in at 6'3", 330 as a recruit in 2020 or 2021, and then has molded his body. He's only 6'3", 327, but he's in much better shape. He did this kind of roller coaster ride. At one point, he was over 350. So Tyleik said his commitment to getting in shape before the 2022 season made a world of difference for him. He has elite speed, athleticism, and explosiveness. Super freaky. Super freaky. Rick James, what's he up to? That dude is funny. His burst gets him on the freaks list. A 10-yard split of 1.62 is an amazing time for a guy over 300 pounds. 2021, he had 6.5 TFLs. He was second on the team with 5 sacks and had sacks in 3 consecutive games. He has 90 career tackles. That's the most among Ohio State defensive linemen. He's third on the team in 19 career TFLs and 9 sacks. All-American in 2023. 6 on the team and first among defensive linemen in tackles with 53. And tied for the most TFLs with 10. He had 5 pass breakups last year. He's a D tackle. He was third on the team in pass breakups. All right, next up. That's big men. I love big men. Leave that alone. Jelani Thurman, the tight end. Ryan Day said back in November, he said, I see somebody that when the competition increases, he gets to the front of the line. Whenever there's a competition in practice, he seems to find a way to the front of the line to get in there and compete. That's a great sign for a young player. He's extremely competitive and he's learning. He's getting those reps. I wish he could just do it overnight, but you've got to build reps. He's doing that. You can see the talent. And if he continues on that path, he's going to have a great career. Again, this guy has all the tools. 6'6", 235 as a freshman. That's huge. Now he's 6'6", 258 as a sophomore. He's the son of former NFL linebacker Odell Thurman and former WNBA player Kara Braxton. He was recruited by some low-level Division I basketball programs. He has great height, an elite frame, long arms, which gives him a huge catch radius. He has his physical tools overwhelm defenders whether he's blocking or receiving. He also played D-end in high school. He made strides and is being groomed to take on a larger role this season, but he has to be consistent with it. That's one of the challenges with these young guys. Thurman can bring a huge amount of versatility to this offense. He's too good to keep on the bench for another season, so we need to get him in there. Let's see this freak be freaky. All right. Last guy here, CJ Hicks. Say what you want about CJ. Maybe things just haven't worked out for him. Having older guys in front of him doesn't help. But the linebacker, he's gotten comparisons to former Buckeye Darren Lee. He's gotten comparisons to Clemson's Isaiah Simmons. He's gotten comparisons to Jalen Smith from Notre Dame back in 2013. His recruiting profile, they've said he's a high-level prospect who fits well in today's defenses because he never has to come off the field and can line up in multiple spots. Jim Knowles has said he's a great blitzer. James Laurinaitis has said the same. But CJ came in at 6'3", 215 as a freshman. Right now he's 6'3", 233. So he was the five-star talent, Mr. Everything, Mr. Ohio. Captain Buckeye was his nickname. Number one ranked player in Ohio for the class of 2022. He ran track and played linebacker, running back, kick returner, and punt returner in high school. On the track, he ran an 11.76 100, a 23.78 200. Those were times as a junior. He had a 99-yard interception return for a touchdown. So his freaky talents are the athleticism and his versatility. He has high-end speed at linebacker. He played all over the field. His physical and explosive. He's an explosive finisher with striking power. Excellent blitzer again. He can shoot gaps, explode off the edge. But again, they call him the best blitzer on the team. Let's see it on the field. Let's see CJ get freaky on the field in a good way with his clothes on. Anyway, those are my freaks, my Buckeye Freaks list. Sonny Styles, Jeremiah Smith, Tyleek Williams, Jelani Thurman, and CJ Hicks. Let me know what you guys think. Is there somebody you think I missed? Who would you add to the list? Who would you take off the list? Hit me in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you later. Go Bucks.